When you keep flooding your gut with ultra-processed junk, sugar bombs, seed oils, and nonstop snacking from the moment you wake up until you crash at night, your gut bacteria are currently starving. And because they have nothing to eat, they've started eating you. This isn't a scare tactic, it's basic biology. When you starve your internal ecosystem of the right environment, those trillions of bacteria stop processing your food and start digesting the protective lining of your own intestines. This internal cannibalism is the hidden trigger behind the brain fog you can't shake, the stubborn bloating that ruins your clothes, and the chronic fatigue that makes 3 p.m. feel like midnight. I see this every single day with people who think their symptoms are just normal aging or stress from work. They come to me exhausted, frustrated, and convinced something is permanently broken, when in reality, their gut is simply crying out for help. The good news is that once you understand what's really happening, the fix becomes surprisingly straightforward and life-changing. In this video, I'm giving you 5 scientifically backed natural methods to flush out the bad bacteria, heal your gut lining, reactivate your internal repair systems, and finally unlock the level of physical energy and mental clarity you haven't felt in years. No expensive kits, no crazy juice cleanses, just real, practical steps that actually work and that you can start using today in your own kitchen without any fancy equipment. Let's jump straight into the first mechanism that almost the entire wellness industry completely ignores, yet it might be the single most important cleaner you possess. Mechanism number 1, your internal street sweeper, the migrating motor complex. Here's the thing most people get wrong. Your gut isn't a 24/7 conveyor belt. It actually has 2 distinct modes, eating mode and cleaning mode. When you're constantly grazing, breakfast, mid-morning snack, lunch, sugary coffee, dinner, late-night treat, the deep cleaning never gets a chance to happen. The trash piles up. Bad bacteria stagnate in the small intestine. That leads to fermentation, bloating, and SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. The fix isn't another pill, it's ridiculously simple. Space your meals 4 to 5 hours apart with zero snacking. Give your stomach 90 to 120 minutes of emptiness so the migrating motor complex can do its job. That powerful wave that sweeps undigested food and cellular debris down into the colon where it belongs. If you master this street sweeper mechanism, you'll likely see that stubborn morning bloating vanish by day 3 of the reset I'm giving you at the end. And this is just the foundation. Wait until we stack all 5 mechanisms together. That's when everything really clicks into place and you start seeing the big changes. Mechanism number 2, turn your gut into a thriving garden. Once the streets are clean, you've got to feed the residents properly. Most people think the answer is popping a generic probiotic. That's like throwing a few seeds onto concrete. They don't take root. The real game changer is diversity. The massive American Gut Project showed that the strongest predictor of a healthy microbiome isn't how much fiber you eat, it's how many different plant species you eat in a week. The sweet spot? 30 plus different plants. Herbs, spices, nuts, seeds, fruits, vegetables. Every single one feeds a different strain of good bacteria. I know, 30 sounds like a lot, but stay with me. I'm going to show you a cheat code to hit that number in one single meal later in the video. Eat a huge bowl of broccoli every day and you only feed the broccoli-loving bacteria. But mix in carrots, pumpkin seeds, cilantro, black beans, and raspberries, and you build a resilient garden that crowds out the bad guys naturally. The diversity creates a strong ecosystem that protects you from future problems and makes your gut much more resilient. Mechanism number 3, fix the timing when you eat matters as much as what. Your digestion has a rhythm just like your sleep cycle. Your body is a pro at processing food in the morning and afternoon, but by nighttime, your digestive factory is basically closed for business. Eating heavy meals late at night is like dumping a massive workload on the night shift skeleton crew. Food sits longer, blood sugar stays elevated, inflammation rises, and sleep gets wrecked. Try a simple 10 to 12 hour eating window. For example, eating only between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. This one change gives your gut lining hours of uninterrupted repair time overnight and finally lets your good bacteria produce the serotonin and melatonin they're supposed to. You'll notice better sleep and steadier energy almost immediately. But you can eat the right food at the perfect time and still feel bloated if your brain is stuck in fight or flight mode. That's where this next hidden switch comes in. Mechanism number 4. Flip the vagus nerve switch before every meal. The vagus nerve is the superhighway between your brain and gut. Stress sends blood away from your stomach toward your muscles. The fix is stupidly simple. Before your first bite, take 3 slow, deep breaths. Make the exhale longer than the inhale. It takes 30 seconds, but it physically flips your body into rest and digest mode. This one habit alone can dramatically improve how well you digest your food and how calm you feel after meals. Mechanism number 5. Stop the daily chemical assault. Sometimes subtraction beats addition. The hidden toxins in your kitchen, pesticides on non-organic produce, and chlorine in tap water act like daily weed killer on your gut garden. Choose organic for the dirty dozen. Use a simple water filter, and give your body a break from unnecessary antibiotics. When the constant low-level attack stops, the other 4 mechanisms start working 10 times better. This is the missing piece most people never address. Now, knowing these 5 mechanisms is one thing, but actually putting them into a schedule is another. Here's your day-by-day battle plan. The simple 7-day gut reset you can start tomorrow. Remember mechanism number 5 about stopping the daily chemical assault? Step 1 starts right there by removing the obvious triggers: sugar, seed oils, processed food, constant grazing. Reduce gluten and dairy for the first week. Step 2. Repair with warm lemon water or ginger tea every morning and real bone broth 2 to 3 times a day. Step 3. Restock your gut with live probiotics. 2 to 3 servings of fermented foods daily. Raw sauerkraut, kefir, kimchi. Start slow. Step 4. Feed your garden. Hit 30 plus different plants this week. Here's the cheat code I promised earlier. Make one gut diversity salad or super seed mix using a handful of mixed herbs, spices, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, chia seeds, and a few chopped veggies. That single bowl can easily give you 10 to 12 different plant species in one meal. Step 5. Support the process. Space meals 4 to 5 hours. Walk after eating. Sleep 8 plus hours. Manage stress, and stay hydrated with electrolytes. The first 48 hours might feel rough. Headaches, loose stools, fatigue. That's the die-off. It means it's working. Push through with extra water and sea salt. Many people tell me the discomfort is short-lived and the payoff is worth it. We live in a food environment literally designed to keep your gut damaged. But your body is an incredible survival machine that knows exactly how to heal when you finally respect its operating instructions. I've watched hundreds of people go through this exact process, and the results are real and lasting. When you follow these 5 mechanisms, you break free from the bloating, brain fog, and constant fatigue you've accepted as normal. You start feeling light, clear, and full of steady energy again, the way humans were built to feel. Energy that lasts all day, skin that looks brighter, sleep that actually restores you. It's not magic. It's just giving your body what it's been begging for all along. And if this video helped you understand your gut in a whole new way, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button hard so this reaches more people who are suffering in silence. Subscribe to Body Science Truths and hit the notification bell because every single week I bring you the raw, uncensored, physiological truth that most health channels are too scared to talk about. We're building a real community of truth seekers here. Let's grow this channel together. If you run this 7-day gut reset, I want to hear from you in the comments right now. Did your bloating disappear by day 3? Did that mental clarity kick in around day 4? Or did you hit a tough die-off on day 2? Drop your experience below, the good, the bad, and the transformative. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to finally take action. Thank you so much for watching. Your gut and your future self are going to thank you for this. I'll see you in the next video.